quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Now it's Ødegaard. That's going wide left. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
I think the opposition defence agreed too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Berger, brilliantly cut out. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, can they get him away? Now there's a... Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
One of the best passes I think we've seen in this game. A real wake-up call for this defence, who were caught off guard.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Ødegaard. Ødegaard gets over and intercepts. And he was quick to react. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Picked out brilliantly. That's really nicely played. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And that looks a decent ball. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So your views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And we are back underway.
Norway really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Decent chance! It's in! How they've waited! Now they have it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 10, Erling Haaland.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Can he get it through? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Haaland. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Steaming on goalwards.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Berger producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Looking to play him in, and it's made its way... And the shot! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pass is just off target. Pressing high and with purpose. Tries to play it through. Now it's Haaland. Knocks it into space. Norway have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. He's had a shot! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Substitution for Ivory Coast, number 11.
Ivory
Number
Coast
24.
are making a change now.
Coming on the field,
Norway
number
find
10.
a position of
Number
real
13.
strength now. He is through here. Berger. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Added minutes
Oh,
has
looks
been
a good
indicated.
one. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he's intervened well there. And time is up. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Norway can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today